Welcome to the Eastern Sib podcast at the Historian's Eye. Please subscribe, and if you'd like to be notified when new episodes are released, click the bell icon.
Confucianism is described as a tradition, a philosophy, a religion, a humanistic or rationalistic religion, or a way of governing, or simply a way of life. Confucianism developed from what was later called the 100 Schools of Thought from the teaching of the Chinese philosopher Confucius, who considered himself a retransmitter of the values of the Zhou dynasty, golden age of several centuries before. In the Han dynasty, 206 BCE to 220 CE, Confucian approaches edged out the Proto-Taoist as the official ideology, while the emperors mixed both with the realistic techniques of legalism. The disintegration of the Han political order in the 2nd century CE opened a way for the doctrines of Buddhism and Neo-Taoism, which offered spiritual explanations lacking in Confucianism. A Confucian revival began during the Tang dynasty of 618 through 907. In the late Tang, Confucianism developed a response to Buddhism and Taoism and was reformulated as Neo-Confucianism. This reinvigorated form was adopted as the basis of the imperial exams and the core philosophy of the scholar official class in the Song dynasty, 960 to 1297. The abolition of the exam system in 1905 marked the end of official Confucianism. The new culture intellectuals of the early 20th century blamed Confucianism for China's weaknesses. They searched for new doctrines to replace Confucian teachings. Some of these new ideologies included the three principles of the people, with the establishment of the Republic of China, and then Maoism under the People's Republic of China. In the late 20th century, Confucian work ethic has been credited with the rise of East Asian economy, with particular emphasis on the importance of family and social harmony, rather than on an otherworldly source of spiritual values. The core of Confucianism is humanistic. Confucianism focuses on the practical order that is given by a this-worldly awareness of the Tian. The this-worldly concern of Confucianism rests on the belief that human beings are fundamentally good and teachable, improvable, and perfectible through personal and communal endeavors, especially self-cultivation and self-creation. Confucian thought focuses on the cultivation of virtue and maintenance of ethics. Traditionally, cultures and countries in the East Asian cultural sphere are strongly influenced by Confucianism, including mainland China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Macau, Korea, Japan, and Vietnam, as well as various territories settled predominantly by Chinese people such as Singapore. In the 20th century, Confucianism's influence diminished greatly. In the last decades, there have been talk of a Confucian revival in the academic and scholarly communities, and there has been a grassroots proliferation of various types of Confucian churches. In late 2015, many Confucian personalities formally established a national Holy Confucian Church in China to unify the many Confucian congregations and civil society organizations. The five classics have been described as embodying the five visions which underlie the development of Confucianism. The first, the I Ching, or Classic of Change, or Book of Changes. The second is Classic of Poetry, or Book of Songs. The third is Book of Documents, or Book of History. The fourth is Book of Rites. And the fifth is Spring and Autumn Annals.